yards into Bedford's 22. Ball comes out, Kvesic, good hands. Just on that outside line. Tiff Eden flat, taken away by Thakanasau, and he will run uncontested under the posts to open the scoring for Bedford. His second try in the champ. And slightly telegraphed there from Tiff Eden, and Thakanasau read it perfectly.
Yeah, that was wonderful by Thakanasau. Bedford, though, just pushed up their defensive line. That pass by Tiff Eden would have had to be absolutely perfect to have got it to the outside, but Thakanasau just lying to the gap. That was wonderfully laid.
Yeah, on that occasion, Tiff Eden needed to hold on to the ball. He needed to see that the pass wasn't on. Thakanasau read it to perfection, and perhaps Worcester also guilty of not being deep enough in there.
Opportunity wasn't there for Tiff Eden to see past him, to see whether Thakanasau was in the gap, and then he kind of just passed on instinct.
Day to this short side again. Titherington through, bursts through, cuts back inside to Day, and Day will go over for try number 2.
That was very well worked. Day there, Fengy Young scrum halves, following his pass, getting that second touch on the ball, but Titherington, like he did last week, just ghosts through the gap and then has his eyes open there to pass the ball back inside to Day. But the bouncing pass over the shoulder of Tuilagi just opened things up for Le Bourgeois, and he looked like he had the freedom of Worcester just to run through there.
Yeah, worrying times, and you picked it out quite early in this game, Sam, just that Worcester looked fallible around those edges, and well, Bedford have 14-0 lead, which on territory you'd have to say is against the run of play.
Yeah, it is.
Charging up towards the line, Archie Vaines couldn't get there, ball delayed, another charge towards the line, this time they're over. Craig Maxwell-Keys indicates not gone down though, this time it does.
Lovely hearing that Sixways law, but Alex boiled over the gang. Some subs have gone in from Worcester, which I don't think has helped matters there.
Tiff Eden on target, and Craig Maxwell-Keys signals the end. It ends Worcester 7, Bedford 14. Early enterprise became a work with Worcester Warriors, converted by Tiff Eden, and that is the half-time score here at Sixways. I think we've got to hope that the rain isn't behind us, Sam, because if it is, we're going to get drenched in this second half as well. But it's a good start once again from Tiff Eden. Ball taken well by Wolford, and here come Bedford. Can they do some damage? Uru tries to smash through the middle.
Thank you, good work.
Good hands, and they got numbers here. One of them is their top try scorer, surely over in the corner.
I think they've given the try.
I think Craig Maxwell-Keys has given the try, and I'm not sure he grounded this.
From our position, it looked very much like he was pushed out with the ball not particularly close to the line.
Day gets it out, and it's just a question of whether Adamson managed to touch this down. He's not.
He's just manages to get it down.
Superb kick from Will Maisie to stretch that. Garside now gets it out into the backs, but once again that Bedford defence is superb. Tiff Eden might charge for it himself. Eden at the back of the hand to Truitt to score. What an offload!
Oh, beautiful, just attack the space between two defenders there for Tiff Eden. Knew that if he could just get his hands through, he would have someone on the outside of him, but that was Will Truitt, who had the nose for the line and just runs hard off the outside shoulder. Tiff Eden pops the ball directly into his hands. Again, hard work for the Worcester Warriors, but they are back in this game.
They're not yet on a warning. I know why you're asking that.
Wonderful here. You see Tiff Eden attacking the space here, attacking the gap, and then out the back. Thakanasau perhaps gets a little bit lost there in that defensive line, comes out and then doesn't follow back on the...
Once again, the nudge is on, Craig Maxwell-Keys looks, the penalty comes again to Bedford. Day goes to Le Bourgeois, back inside, Adamson scores his second. Bedford have their try bonus, and victory is assured.
Yeah, wonderful try. Adamson's just got that poacher's instinct, lungs on the inside, lovely little offload, and that will take him to the top of the champ leaderboard when it comes to try scoring.
Great time check.
18 tries
There is 1:40
this season.
to go. So we kick and restart.
And another brace.
Well, no, because he's not got a minute on the kick.
Yeah, as you say, when he scores one, he scores two,
1:40
and that
to
was
go.
just lovely from Le Bourgeois. Just opens up the space for Adamson, just drifts slightly on the ball, but creates that big.
Maisie dissects the posts.
We're going to struggle there, but that's been absolutely fantastic by Bedford. They've really dominated today. It felt at times that Worcester were getting back into the game, but as soon as they scored their second.
Again in that race in order to get a bye in the end of